It's likely that over the Christmas holidays, taking a healthy approach to eating will be more of an afterthought than practice. So for those who anticipate feeling stuffed, bloated, and uncomfortable as a result of their Christmas merriment, we have a few tricks to try at home to remedy your discomfort, courtesy yoga teacher Michelle Williams.
When we're in a situation where there's a lot of food around, we're taking food constantly, our digestion gets a little bit sluggish, and the sluggishness can cause you to feel bloated. It can affect you mentally. You feel tired, you feel kind of overwhelmed, and with some simple postures and with some simple deep breathing, we can actually relax the body, re-energize the system, and kind of activate our digestion to kind of speed up and to give us kind of like the energy from the food, allow us access to the energy from the food that we're eating.
Now, of course, you can take antacids to remedy indigestion. But if you're looking for a natural remedy, then Michelle has 6 poses that anyone can try at home to help ease their bloating woes.
There's one particular pose that you can do after you've eaten, directly after you've eaten, and actually it's even particularly good when you've overeaten, and that's called hero's pose. But the other poses, I like to suggest that you wait a little while, between a half an hour and maybe an hour, and then you go into your stretches. Hero's pose is sitting on your heels, kind of with your knees together. That's one variation. You can also use props like bolsters or blocks. Some people find it better if they have knee problems to be elevated a little bit. And it's just basically, you can just sit with your hands on your thighs and just lengthen your body and just deep breathe. And this can be done right after you've eaten. If you've overeaten, it's just a matter of like calming the system, allowing everything to flow, like work its way down, and just continuing to breathe. There's different variations. You can actually take your hands back about 8 inches, your fingers away from your body, and gently lift your chest and take your head back. And that's just gently stretching the abdomen.
The next 5 poses would require that you wait a half hour to an hour after eating before giving them a try. The first stretch is called the twist.
We twist, we do spinal and abdominal twist, and that helps to kind of like massage the digestive tracts and then the intestinal tracts. Okay. So you're twisting from side to side, and you're holding. What I do is I like to go from one side and take like 5 nice deep breaths in, and on the exhale you go a little bit deeper into the stretch. So you go a little bit deeper into the twist. Okay. And you come forward and then you go to the other side. And then we have lying down twists, where you lie down and you take your knees to one side and you take your head to the other side, and that's also another variation of the twist. And that really does help to kind of release out any tension in the spine, and it also helps to massage your digestive and intestinal system. I like to do what we call cat-cow, and that's just releasing tension in the spinal system, like in your spinal cord and throughout your neck. And again, that's working with your nervous system, because if you're tense, your body, it's a common thing. When you're tense and you're stressed, your digestion isn't necessarily the best. So cat-cow is the inhale, curving the spine, looking up to the horizon, and your coccyx or your tailbone is also looking up. So you've got that nice kind of like swoop. And then the cow is when you do the opposite, and you kind of like from the mid-spine, you lift up, humping the spine, trying to get your forehead towards your pelvis. Forward folds in Sanskrit is called Paschimottanasana, and that's kind of like an all-around wonderful posture asana that will help with stress release. It helps to relax, and because of that, it helps with your digestion. And that's just basically you're seated, your legs are straight, and you just forward fold as far as you can go. You want your body totally relaxed. It's a nice stretch for the hamstrings, for your spine, for your neck, and it's also like a compression of your abdominal to also help with the digestion. The downward dog, it's a nice overall body stretch. It's also once you get used to doing it, and in most yoga sequences downward dog is always there, but it's also like a complete body stretch. You stretch through your fingers, through your arms, your shoulders, your spine, and then through your hamstrings right down into your heels. Let me just get one more in, and that's child's pose, and that's the ultimate rest relaxation pose. Okay. And that's a really nice pose to end the sequence with. It always comes down to relaxation and de-stressing for me, because that can play such a big role in how the body works.
So whether your indigestion comes from the rich food or just overeating, these 6 yoga poses may be just what you need to get your digestion back on track.